you're so nice. You put your hand up. Go ahead, please. You're recognized.
Thank you very much. I like the idea related to art, but I like to see more community people engaged. We've got a lot of talented people in West Tampa that do art, to engage them so they could become of the part of the project. And the other question is, how often does the Arts Committee meet, and what day do they meet? Now,
We're meeting tomorrow. We're meeting tomorrow. We meet once a month, and it's the day after the infrastructure meeting. So today's infrastructure, tomorrow's the art.
Now, do y'all do virtual meetings as well?
Say that again?
Do y'all do virtual meetings?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, can I get a link to that meeting for tomorrow?
I'll forward it to you.
All right, thank you very much, because I think that this offered an opportunity to so many talented people that's in West Tampa and they're not being used. And they do have artistic capacity to do that. And it'd be nice if the entities that's doing the project actually live in West Tampa as a way of them giving back to the neighborhood and showing their talent. I think it gives the biggest bang for the money when you get people engaged to say that.
Right. And Michael, that's been the push for the art committee. That's been the push, is to get the community involved. That's the first priority.
Good, excellent. I'm definitely want to be engaged in that, because I think that we got to do anything we can to engage the community, be it arts, be it job, or whatever the case might be, because they have to own it. And there should be more people in that committee. It shouldn't be 2 and 3. There should be a lot of people on the community. So the community have to step up to the plate and get on and man some of these committees in order to say that you really feel like an empowered person. Because 3 and 2 people can't do it by themselves. Or it wouldn't be demographic if only 2 and 3 people did it. More people need to engage. And Sandy, I thank you for what you do. I know it's hard sometimes, especially when you only got one person, but you persevere nevertheless, because you know how important it is. So thank you for what you do.
Michael, we have a number of people externally that want to help out with the art department within West Tampa.
Good.
But we're just trying to find a direction and trying to get people within the community involved first. That's priority.
Good. Excellent. Appreciate it.
All right, Jesus. So once the
It's like we're talking about, we need to do the old-fashioned way. You need to pass out flyers. It's not, you can't just do it by a distribution list, because the problem with the distribution list is there's so many people in that community that really aren't online like we are all the time. But if you can get maybe the kids from Blake who need community hours to pass out flyers, if we can get some yard side signs made so that we can show the community that we want them involved, whether it's creating arts, helping with the logo, whether it's participating in a market, whatever it is. But we've got to find a way to reach out to the community. Every time we have those business meetings, we have 3 or 4 people come and they complain that nobody's letting them know what's happening. We talk about getting into the, going through the churches and let the churches know what's happening, but I don't know that we've done it. And I just think we need to open those lines of communication for everything, for the grants, everything that we're doing. I've mentioned it before, that this past October, last Sunday, when they had the market, it's ideal time for us to have set up a tent and to show what the West Tampa CAC wants to do for this community. And we don't do it. It's frustrating when you know that what needs to be done and we don't do it.
Well,
I'm sorry.
We're just gonna have to, that's okay. We're just going to have to get it done. So
I can
what's
tell you
going on?
that
Well, if can I jump in real quick?
very quick, last CRA meeting, the Councilman Goods or CRA board member Goods and some other board members pushed our department to quickly get that communications person and marketing individual online. So Michelle's working on that so we can have that tool to get out there to the community quicker.
sounds good. Mr. Randolph, you had final comments?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to jump in between that. But I thought that social media is probably the best way to get to West Tampa, be it Facebook, LinkedIn, all of those different ways is how I link to West Tampa. If you send me something, I can always share that with my list. Because I got a list of like, from all the meetings we've done in West Tampa, got a list just about everybody in West Tampa that have attended the meetings over the years, and most of them are residents. And I can definitely share that information with the larger community, like I'm doing with the other projects that's coming down the pipeline. But yeah, definitely that's the way to get to the community. In addition to the traditional way of flyers and festivals. Now the best, cheapest way is social media.
That way you can just forward it on to LaShawn and she can just reply and let us know.
Thank
Okay,
you.
is there any other announcements? Any other comments?
This is a quick comment related
Go ahead.
to changing the land development code. Just want to be sure that we don't make a mistake of creating extra gentrification in the community by changing those land development codes, that we need to be very careful about what we do and changing the code and the impact it could have, adverse impact it could have on the community. Just a little note.
Thank you, sir. Yes, you were not here the last time we went through this. That is one of the criteria that we look at and the city looks at. And if we do something that does have some kind of an impact, the city is very quick to let us know that that is going to add too much financial burden to the property owner. So we revisit and we revise accordingly. So that is something that we do look at. Go ahead, Sandy, you have your hand up.